My life could have been really good if I hadn't met Chloe. Because if I hadn't met her, then I would have kept making YouTube videos. And I would find out whether that was going to take off or not. And then it would have done or it wouldn't have done. But either way, I wouldn't have a lasting complex about it for the rest of my fucking life. And I also would have kept studying and learning about all the things that I was really passionate and interested in. And then I wouldn't have developed a complex about all of that stunted growth and development, and I would have been able to return to it. Because I also, if I didn't have the relationship, wouldn't have developed derealization. And if I hadn't done that, then I would have been able to, regain those passions and interests, because the chemical composition of my brain wouldn't be all fucked up. So if I hadn't met, I would have kept making YouTube videos, and I might have become popular, and that would have been amazing for the specific personality traits I have and what that particular, what that would have given me. And then I would have kept pursuing all of my academic interests, and that would have been extremely fulfilling. And I would have had a really fulfilling career as an astrophysicist. And I would have, and then I was really good at making, I was good at making money on the internet with websites and stuff, and I was really good at coding, and I wanted to write books, and I would have done that, and yeah, all this stuff I was interested in, all this passionate about and wanted to do, I would have done it all. But instead, I got into this shitty situation where my existence was defined by this shitty relationship. And I had all this prolonged, intense emotional stress for that whole time, and then I ended up with derealization disorder. And it was underpinned by the turmoil about how I didn't get to find out about my YouTube channel, and about how I couldn't go back to any of the science interests because of the derealization, maybe not care about it. And then I developed a complex about how much time I had lost in my learning, and then that also made it psychologically more difficult to return to it. So I just ended up being completely miserable for the rest of my life, because all of those things linked into one another, and they all linked together, so that you couldn't resolve one of those issues without the other one being resolved. And then I wasn't able to, and because of that I wasn't able to resolve any of them, so they just stayed like that. And then so I just stayed derealized. I stayed absolutely miserable and depressed, and I just lived this fake version of my life, and all I've ever felt is misery and pain and frustration and anger, because I got thwarted and sabotaged when my life was only just beginning.